Hi there, sign of Gemini. This is Kim. This is your next 48-hour reading. Yeah, trying to burn some white sage if I can get it lit to clean the energy here. Thanks so much for joining me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate all of your support very much. I send my love back out. And so what we're going to do is ask that your angels and your spirit guides join us. There we go. That's good. So that we get messages that's for your most high. Always to help you ascend, to help you move forward in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Okie dokie. So let's get this show on the road, as they say. And thank you to the people who have gotten private readings from me, too. I appreciate your support also. All right. Spirit guides, angels, give us messages, please. For Gemini, for Gemini's most high. Messages for Gemini's most high. Next 48. Okay, let's pull a Celtic cross. I'm going to clarify here with my Modern Witch Tarot deck. Ace of Wands as an underlying issue. Ooh, you can think of that as your magic wand, you know, your ability to manifest pretty much whatever. You know, on the card they have a castle that's basically been manifested here for you. A castle, a river. You know, it's like your inspiration, your muse, your main opportunity to. And then there's that. And then there's that, but we will deal with that. So there's some rebuilding. There's some pretty heavy energy that you're getting out of. I'll say that. You're moving away from some energy that's heavy. It almost feels like an attachment energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me give an example. Well, that's really good. Okay, your outcome's really good and your underlying is really good. I just have to get you through this part right here, because what it's feeling like is, you know how the energy, if you do something that gets your vibration maybe a little bit lower, like where we're not in touch with our true self, like if we get drunk, for example, and that energy, there's nothing really, not saying there's anything wrong with it, but there is some kind of attachment that happens between you and an energy that might not normally even be your energy. And that's what's feeling. The Seven of Swords here is the issue. It's feeling like an attachment or an energy that is not really yours, an energy that we're getting away from. So we're changing the things that we're committed to because of taking a second look at this energy, I feel. Now, also the message getting away, I don't know, but there may be nothing having to do with lying, cheating, stealing. It might have to do with being sneaky, grabbing your resources and leaving. And I don't, you know, there's a few situations where you would have to do that, or where that would be necessary for your safety or for whatever. The Fool energy is your challenge. So that is about new beginnings. It's about taking a leap of faith. But it's also mainly about having a beginner's mind. And it's just odd the way that it's paired with the Seven of Swords here. So this could be Aquarius energy. This right here is the Ten of Cups. It's in the reverse, so there's just something that's missing here. There's something that's missing that's not, it's like you would have your complete happiness, if only, if only. So past energy looked really hopeful. Page of Cups. Maybe this was the start of something new. Tell me more about what to have a leap of faith on. Tell me more about this Fool energy. Beginner's mind. Being able to sift through the truth and the discernment. Okay, so being able to sift out this energy from your life, that feels like it's become a focus, or it needs to be a focus, because that feels like a challenging energy. That could be Libra energy too, with the Queen of Swords. She's looking right at all those people, isn't she? Tell me about the Seven of Swords. The Two of Swords. Okay, well, that makes it open up exactly to, there's a decision that needs to be made. Altogether, that's 10. 10 swords and 10 cups. So walking away from something might be necessary for whoever I'm speaking to. Gemini, the Geminis that I'm speaking to, it's okay, yeah. So that attachment energy might not be too far off from the truth. There may be something that is attached to you that we need to cut out of our lives, because it is bringing with it some heavy, not so great influence and stopping us from having a completely new start. Whatever this energy is, it's requiring, well, right now you're at a stalemate because we haven't completely cut something out and walked away. And that's the main energy I'm getting, is that maybe the cards are saying, you know, there may be a need to sneak, or somebody might be sneaking around on you, and there might be a need to cut that out of your life, them out of your life, because of the sneakiness. The Two of Swords is like, we've been postponing cutting something out here. We've been postponing it, but it needs to be done, and it feels like it needs to be done without any more delay, because you have a new beginning to look forward to. You have something that is going to be really wonderful, that's going to pay off. So your 10 of Cups feels like it's at stake. So ultimately it's 10-10 with the numbers, and that's patience. Tell me about the Page of Cups. And maybe this was like saying, okay, well, in the past this looked like a hopeful situation, but now it's like, no. But in the past, maybe it was a hopeful situation, right? Yeah. There's the Fool again, and this is the everything is fine. It's the 10 of Swords in the reverse. So there was a reinventing of yourself, so to speak, here in the past. But I feel like when you went out into set to make a new relationship, you ended up falling into a same pattern of the same type person. So it technically wasn't a really big new beginning. It was an attempt to reinvent yourself. But something ended up being sneakily familiar with this, either this person or this situation, to something that you have done before. All right. Why are we sneaking? Why are we sneaking? What's the King of Pentacles energy about? The Nine of Swords. Though these are our own thoughts. These are our own thoughts, so you know, it's encompassing the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords and the 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords. All of that is underneath this 9 of Swords. So you have thoughts that majorly are coming in that are not that positive, that probably need to be altered or need to be changed. There's also a feeling of over a commitment. It's feeling like I can't do anything to keep a commitment because of what's going to happen, or because something that's happening is out of your control, out of your hands. And maybe that's why they're asking you to cut this out of your life, is because there's no way to be committed to something that is still in the process of evolving and getting away from that energy. So the Nine of Swords sometimes can feel like there's just nothing you can do. And so then, therefore, it can become kind of a helpless feeling. And it might be over somebody might have been really sneaky out of business too. A business might have gotten, robbed or something like that, because the King of Pentacles in reverse with the Nine of Swords, it's coming, it's you. It's your energy. So there's something that's disrupted whatever this commitment was. Somebody, if it is a Taurus energy, it's somebody who maybe feels like they've let you down, or you might feel like you've let someone else down, but that there was no other choice. So I'm getting lots of different messages here, but mainly this one is like, I had no choice. But here's this deciding choice right here with this Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords. Here's a choice and a deciding factor. If you want to build something, that is, because the King of Wands up there, that Leo energy, is going to build something strong. It's going to build something that's sturdy, that's inspiring to others, and just knows what action to take. The Ace of Swords is in the reverse, so there's something that's just being hidden. There's something that's not quite true. Tell me more about what's not quite true or what's not honest. Ace of Swords. More to be exposed. Maybe regarding Leo energy, or the sun here is needing to light up. So maybe this is saying to accept more light into your life, truly, to clear up whatever this deception is, whatever is not clear. The sun will make it clear. All right, the Tower in reverse. There's that big decision. So it feels like you're going to be coming up to a crossroads here, future energy, where you're really going to have to make a decision. Do you want to try to rebuild? Or how are we going to lay down the foundation? Or what way are we going to go? There's really no wrong decision. But don't keep somebody in the dark about your decision once you have made up your mind. It feels like you're going to keep on persisting and that you're not going to give up until things are even, until you have a success. And don't worry if this is about building, if this is about a business and building and things like that. The sun is going to help you here. It's going to help you reach this success, and it's going to give you the strength and stamina not to quit. So that's your outcome, is success and maybe even reciprocity, relationships that have an equal give and take reciprocity. So what you're thinking about is the news that you don't have. Okay, so you're being very serious, and there may be a little bit of play, but not too much. The Seven of Cups. 7 of 7, you got to be brave, assert yourself, go after what you want. But keep the head out of the clouds, right? Be specific, be well-intended, and not confused over what it is that you want here. And it'll come in. Sometimes this could be like an intoxicated type of view. Maybe that's what we're fearing, is that out of all these choices that we choose the wrong one, but I don't think that that's going to be possible. 9-9 is something about your past that needs to be let go. And maybe it's an attack. Look, a lot of this is something that I'm feeling that's from the past that's just an attachment. 9 of Wands. Tell me about the 9 of Wands. What are we not giving up on? I got Leo energy. I don't know why I got that, but that's what I got. The World. And your Ace of Cups. Seriously. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Brand new beginnings. You're getting away from this energy, this 7 of Swords energy. And the World is here to say there's a new cycle where you're the king, where you're on top, where you make the decisions, and that things are going to go marvelously. The World could be indicating just something really grand, you know, like world travel, a new cycle that's on a higher level than what you've experienced before. Love expressed on a higher level, perhaps. Yeah. So that's what I've got for you all. Let's get an oracle card too here for you. And then I will pull from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts on TikTok for you. Gemini, a heavy reading, lots of stuff that you're going through, but all in all, you're going to make the right decisions. And I feel like you're going to get away from whatever this kind of feels like attachment energy. Oh, look at the 8s. See the 8s? Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. I am successful. 10-10, and that's landed right on your 10-10s. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything's working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. I am patient. And 27, that is Empress expressed 9 times. Your mind is wide open and you are tolerant and compassionate towards all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and you want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. I am expressive. And that's what I've got for my lovely Geminis. Sending you love and light.